This is the naked truth about real estate investing. Your host, Javier, has already been through all the brain damage of this business, so you don't have to go through it. That way, you're not exposed to all of the risk of losing your shirt or getting caught with your pants down. So let's dive into another no BS episode right now.
Hello, everybody. This is Javier Hinojo, your host of The Naked Truth About Real Estate Investing. And today I have my good friend, Gabe Gruszynski. One of those. I should probably get correct.
Or Gruszynski.
Gruszynski. There we go. I even got it wrong after I practiced it like 10 times. If you can see, if you guys see this video, we're both wearing matching shirts, $1 billion boardroom. I was an Army guy. He was a Marine guy. So the Marines definitely have the better uniform. So I got to give him the win on this one for the shirt looks better on him for sure. But I'm just going to do a quick intro. Gabe is a real estate investor. He started with multifamily 2 years ago, and he did some single family for about 3 years. He is out of Dallas. We're going to talk about his journey, what he learned, what kind of mistakes he made, and what he learned and what he would do to avoid them. All right, Gabe, welcome. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, so Gabe Gruszynski here. My background is in, I spent a little over 20 years in the telecom industry, working on large scale, sort of commercial telecom projects. I did, I guess the largest single project was probably, 15 million or so, and also worked on, bidding. I guess the last biggest one that I did was a, multi-year, multi-billion dollar contract. So that's sort of my background as in, program and construction management. My wife and I started getting into real estate about 5 years ago. She got her real estate license after leaving the corporate world, and so I sort of always did a few single family deals, and about 2 years ago sort of transitioned. Originally we were looking at doing sort of Airbnb short-term rentals, but then COVID hit, so we thought, maybe we need to pivot, and so we ended up in multifamily. So been doing that and working on that the past 2 years.
All right. So talk to us about when you were a Marine. So what year to what year was that?
That was back in 99. Right. I was in the reserves. I actually was planning to do active duty, but then the day before I was originally going in, I got in a bad car wreck, and it messed up my back. So that put me out, at least I think it was 6 months. And originally I was going to be, go 0311 because I wanted to do embassy duty. But luckily the car wreck happened because I don't know that I would have been able to, a lot more options with the MOS that I chose. So, did a different MOS and reserves. So,
well, did that transition well to the civilian world?
Yeah, I worked on electronics and guidance systems.
Cool.
So yeah, it the electronics background definitely helped. Sort of
awesome. So then you worked for you did telecom for a while, and then what got you into what gave you the real estate bug?
After just I think it was actually one of the first houses that my wife listed was a buddy of mine that I worked with. He took another job in Florida, relocated there. We went to list his house, and it was probably a mid-60s build. Good area, but needed a lot of updating, and some of the updates that were done by him, and they could have been done better.
Sure.
So anyway, when we were looking at it, we thought, well, this would be great for a flipper, and then we started doing a little more digging, and saw that there's a huge market for flippers and wholesalers, and so that's sort of what got us into it.
You started going down the rabbit hole,
Yeah, and one of mine. So we had like a lot of deals there right off the bat, and one of them was a large piece of property in Fort Worth, Texas. Is over 30 acres, right on the Trinity River. But there were some build challenges. But anyway, we ended up wholesaling that, and made a a good amount on that. So yeah, that sort of hooked us.
So you are in Dallas. I forgot to mention that you're in DFW area. And so when you started flipping, wholesaling in that area. Are you from that area?
Yeah. Originally from this area. So
okay, perfect.
I after the Marine Corps, with my job, I was traveling. I don't know when I guess I moved back here to DFW about 7 or 8 years ago now. So about 15 years or so, I was, all over the country, mostly in the southeastern U.S. The company I worked for did a lot of disaster recovery work. So I was in New Orleans a couple days after Katrina. I was there for a month or so. Had a guy working for me that was stuck there for a year. So
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, are you still doing any, I know you transitioned over to multifamily, but are you still doing any single family?
No. And we, maybe if something comes in from our website that, we may work it, but for the most part, we just focus solely on multifamily now.
Right. So tell me the transition, right? You did some single family, you flipped, you wholesaled. And then how did you get into the multifamily side? What triggered that?
It was just the, hearing people, before, you always look at these buildings and, you see how much they cost and you think, how in the heck can I do that? And then, but after hearing about syndications and stuff, we figured, heck, we can do this. And it, to me, one of the issues I had with single family was, sometimes you feel a little bad. A lot of people in sort of dire straits and bad financial situations. We would always try to steer people to listing, or that was obviously the best option for the most money back in their pocket. But so that was one of the things, and then just feeling like it was going to be more business like transaction, and then just the ability to have cash flow. Obviously, you can get cash flow with single family, but to get large amounts, you have to scale quite a bit, and having 100 houses scattered all over the place didn't sound too appealing. So
yeah, I know. I kind of feel you, because when I started working the numbers, it was just like, man, I can definitely scale so much quicker with commercial multifamily. Even though I know people that own a few hundred houses, 1,000 houses, and they do well. There's nothing wrong with that. But just for me, it just the numbers was just you can scale quicker. If you went to commercial.
Yeah, that and the fact that that you have more control over the value, right? I mean, it's not just like the house that we're in. It's appreciated a bit the past few years, but it's not because of anything that we've done. It's just because it's appreciated.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Same thing with commercial, right? I mean, you want to, with multifamily, you want to underwrite it. And then the last couple of years, last 4 or 5 years, people have been crushing it because the market has been appreciating, which is great. And, but you got to make sure you still underwrite it, in for normal conditions, because we don't know when it's going to slow down.
Oh yeah. Yeah. One that, we actually closed on one November 2020. So, it's going on 14 months, set to close. Well, now I think it's going to extend to mid-April, but we purchased it. Obviously couldn't have ever accounted for a cap rate compression. But there's been that had something to do with it, but occupancy was low, rents were a little low. And then we converted the office to an efficiency. But on that one, the value has gone up 80 somewhere between 70 and 80% in the course of 14 months. So
that's crazy. That's in Dallas area.
Yeah, just south.
All right, so let's talk about that because that was my next question. Hey, let's talk about a deal you're exiting or a deal you're buying. So let's talk about this one. So how did you come up? How'd you find it? And kind of give me the numbers from the beginning, and then we'll talk about it on the exit.
Yeah, so this was a direct to seller. I'm not sure if it was a postcard or maybe even an RVM campaign back then when I probably felt a little more comfortable doing that. I'm not sure current regulations really allow that, or I'm sure it does, but anyway, the owner called back, and at the time wasn't an expert underwriter by any means, but the numbers according to my calculations looked like they worked, and so we got it under contract. Originally we sort of debated just wholesaling it. We had actually had to wholesale a property a few months prior to that, a 28 unit. There's a former timeshare on a lake northwest of Fort Worth. But anyway, so we debated whether to wholesale it or try to find a partner, and luckily we found some partners that we partnered with and believed in the vision that we had for it. Saw that there was a lot of upside, and we syndicated that, very very small syndication. But
all right, so let's talk about that. So how many doors was it? What you buy it for?
36 doors. Now it's 37. Purchase price of 1.475 million.
Okay, that's like $50K a door. That's pretty good for Dallas area.
Yeah. Now
all
it's
right.
under contract.
So how much money? What's your all in?
1.6. We put in, we put a new roof on it, which was partially paid for by insurance, and then we've turned, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10 units total, or full reno.
Cool. And then what's the selling price?
2.75.
All right, that's good. Gonna have about $1 million in profit. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad for a year and a half. You know what I mean? It's
and a small deal. Yeah.
Yeah, small project. Yeah. Hey, there's something wrong with doing 20 units, 30 units, 40 units. I know a lot of people that do these and they do very well. Right? Yeah, you can do the 400 units and all that for sure. So tell me, what did you learn from this one? Like, what surprised you? What didn't go as planned, and then what did go as planned?
Well, I know the lease up process. I thought we were gonna, get occupancy up a little bit quicker than we did, but it is a small town, so but since we've got it up, it hasn't ever dipped below probably 97%. We have a vacancy or two at most at any given time, and they're leased up as soon as they're turned. So so that was a little bit surprising. And other than that, the transaction went pretty well. We had great partners that helped along the way. So certainly wouldn't have been able to do that without them. So
how about a 70 to 80% appreciation? Or did you guys force the appreciation, or that has a little bit of both? Forced appreciation and the market appreciating?
Yeah, so we were able to increase rents, 100 to 150 a door on most of the units, and even higher on the ones that we renovated. And then it was at 69% occupancy when we took over. So that helped obviously quite a bit. And then we converted the office to an efficiency to add a little more income there.
Cool. All right. So what would you say would be in your real estate career, right? What's been the biggest mistake that you've made?
Man, biggest mistake is not getting started sooner.
There you go. I hear that all the time, man. I hear that all the time.
Outside of that, I would say
that's some 25-year-old kids say, I wish I would have started sooner. I'm like, man,
get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
Other than that, probably trusting someone, just by word, and not really doing, any due diligence on them. That would probably be, the biggest mistake, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, it does happen. Sometimes it happens. So you trust somebody just by word, but not doing due diligence, and it does suck.
Yeah.
It definitely sucks because it puts you in a bad spot. So,
but it's something you learn from. It's something you'd rather learn in the classroom than on the streets, because it ends up costing a lot of money, time, or both. So.
Yeah. So I don't coach, right? And but I definitely believe in coaching, right? You find the right coach, the right network, the right group, and you definitely learn a lot. If not, you're going to learn on your own, and you're going to pay the street a lot more than that coach is going to cost.
Oh, so, most definitely.
So I would say always ask around. So are you full-time now, real estate full time?
Yeah. As of, was it January 11th or so when I was laid off?
Oh, laid off.
Yeah. But maybe
it's a good thing, man. Maybe hopefully you got a good package, severance package.
No, I didn't.
Even if you didn't, at least now it kicks your butt and go do some more deals.
Yeah. Cause I had the golden handcuffs, I guess you could say. It was a pretty high 6-figure job that, it was, relatively cushy. I didn't have to, didn't work, and I worked, but didn't have to put in a whole lot of hours, and it gave me some latitude and free time. But with now that I'm full time, I can, it's hard trying to go from change your focus back and forth throughout the day. So just being able to go straight towards the light is good.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, just jump on it, man. You're gonna have you got more free time. Start jumping on it. You're gonna find some more projects. So yeah. Gabe, so how can somebody get a hold of you?
So, obviously you can go to our website, gruszynskicapital.com.
Spell that for me.
GRUSZYNSKI capital.com. And then, on Facebook, I'm more active there, or LinkedIn are probably the two other
awesome
places that are good to reach me.
We'll put that link on the show notes below if anybody wants to reach out to Gabe. He's out there in Dallas Fort Worth. What are you looking for right now, Dave? What do you need? So you got somebody in the audience that has something. What are you looking for out in Dallas?
Well, and really right now, we have pretty good deal flow, but really would love to connect with folks that can raise capital. Okay. I know you're probably blessed with capital, and I'm sure there are others as well. We can usually find some decent deals, and we have a few potentially in the pipeline. So.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest things, right? Raising money and finding deals, right? It's gotta go. And sometimes you have a lot of money, no deals. Sometimes you have a bunch of deals, no money. So you got to have them at the same time. So yeah, for sure. All right, Gabe. So here we go. We're going to the favorite part of my show, and we're going to go to the naked truth roulette. 3 random questions I'm going to ask you, nothing to do with real estate. And hopefully your wife watches this, because there's one in here I want you to get. So
yeah, I saw that one. I'm hoping I don't get it.
All right. Well, I put it in there 4 times. Oh, that's I'm playing with my new toy here at the office. Show me the money. Got some other stuff over here. That's the roulette button. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Come on, big money. You need Vanna or something.
All right, let me go. Look at that. First question. Stop. Let's see. Oh yes. So if you could take any celebrity on a date, who would it be? Only give me one, because I have 4 of these questions in my roulette. You might get it a second, and you might get it a third time. So you're gonna give me first, second, and third choice. So what's your first choice?
Okay, I'm gonna play it safe here and go with Betty White.
Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. All right, Betty White. All right. Hold on.
You're married to a Latina. You know how it is.
All right, man. That's yes. So am I. So I know how that goes. All right. You ready? Let's go. Question number 2. Let's end this. Question number 2 for Gabe on the Naked Truth Roulette. Oh, yes. No, it's not going to stop there. Dang it. All right. What is your favorite band / song / artist?
Favorite band, song, or artist?
One of those.
I sort of let's say maybe Pitbull, or I don't know. I listened to a lot of reggaeton here lately. So
all right. Can you dance it? This next question.
I can dance. I can't dance it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not pretty.
Okay, not pretty. Well, I'm not gonna make you dance that because then someday somebody else is gonna make me dance that. So, all right. Awesome. Third question. All right. Let's see. What is your favorite quote?
One of the one that comes to mind is "I'll be your Huckleberry." I love.
Oh man, that's the Tombstone.
Tombstone, yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites.
That was Val Kilmer who said that.
Yep.
I'll be a Huckleberry. I remember that. Yeah, awesome. Whatever the hell that means, right? What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was good.
It was good. It's one of those lines in the movie that'll just be there for a long time. So, yep. Matt, Gabe, appreciate you answering the questions. Betty White was definitely not the highlight of the questions, but
hey,
still answer the question. That's all that matters. So congratulations.
I'm playing to live another day.
There you go. You definitely get applause for that. So I appreciate you being on the show, man. I really do. And I know I see you around at some events. You've been to my mastermind and my off-market event, and I do appreciate that. And I see you on social media. So for you guys out there that are listening, that are going from single family to multifamily, go check Gabe out. He's got some good stuff on his social media. Just you see what he's doing. I would say, hey, hang around with people that are doing what you want to do, and it'll rub off on you. So especially if you're in Dallas, link up with them. You guys, any capital raisers out there want to come in as a general partner in some projects that he has, go ahead and not just capital raising. You got to be do some other kind of stuff just to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Yep. But reach out to Gabe and see if there's some synergy there for work together. So Gabe, thanks again for being on the show. I'm Javier, your host. Don't lose your shirt. All right. It can be very time consuming. It can be very scary. It could be like trying to get somewhere without a roadmap, right? So that's why I created this due diligence list when I buy a property. When I buy an apartment building, even a mobile home park, you can use it for, mostly pretty much any commercial property. But this one specifically is for a multifamily. It could be a 6 unit. It could be a 600 unit. You can use it, for what you like. So go ahead and sign up, put your name, email. I'll send you the free link to my due diligence. This is what I've used to buy, hundreds and hundreds of units, if not, thousands of units. So sign up, you get my link. You get an Excel sheet as well. And also we use the project management software, Monday.com. Feel free to sign up for a free trial. I do have an affiliate link. You don't pay any extra, right? They just pay me a small fee. Don't have to use it. You have the Excel spreadsheet, but if you use Monday.com, it's actually a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot prettier, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff. There's even a video there I created in the link. So check the link, sign up, and this is my giveaway for you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
You're invited to leave an honest written review and share this episode with a friend. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.